And over the years, all that he tries to do is to provide that strong leadership so that this university will continue to be the #1 destination for quality education. And Your Majesty, let me quickly add that through his efforts, in fact, this university has been recognized by the Times Higher Education when it came to using the 17 Sustainable Development Goals to assess thousands of universities across the world. And this university was given the first position when it comes to quality education. That is the Sustainable Development Goal 4. So globally, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology has that title. And all the credit goes to your brother, His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei II. Your Majesty, having said that, and having thanked you for making time to be here, I just want to give you a little brief, as I did say when we stopped over briefly in the office. This university is focused on building on our leadership as a premier science and technology university in Ghana, and also to ensure that we said 10 among the top 10 on the continent of Africa. These days we are changing our minds. We are saying top 5 at that. We are a research intensive institution that is made up of, we have 6 big colleges. And Your Majesty, all the colleges, when I mention them, you would realize that it is all the Sustainable Development Goals focus. Of course, there are some interdisciplinary approaches here and there, but basically, so we have the College of Engineering. We also have the College of Health Sciences. We also have the College of Art and Built Environment. So architecture, planning, you will find all of them there. Then we have the College of Science. Of course, how do we talk about science without food security? So we have the College of Agric and Natural Resources. And last but not the least, we have the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. That is where we have the lawyers and the social sciences, the sociologists, because you cannot train a medical doctor without the person knowing psychology. So we bring all that on board. And then we have one big institute, Your Majesty. And this big institute, we call it the Institute of Distance Learning. That is what we this is where we focus on taking education to the doorstep of workers. It's not everybody that can stop what they're doing and come to school, but we need to continue to build capacity. So as they are working across the 16 regions in the country, we take education to them wherever they are. And all the 16 regions are present are there in our learning centers. So, Your Majesty, our research focus is normally centered on, as I mentioned, so engineering, agric, natural resources, we are there. You mentioned artificial intelligence and all that. We are there. Aerospace, all the engineering. In fact, KNUST is the leading. When we say we are the premier, that is the truth. Majority of all the engineers trained in this country to help in the socio-economic development of this country and beyond were trained here. Architects, Your Majesty, we are focused and contributing our quota, led by Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei II the Chancellor, to ensure that we make sure that the socio-economic development of our continent is spot on. And when we say that we want to continue to build on our leadership, the question is how. how we are doing it is to ensure that we create that conducive environment in making sure that, number one, the research that we are doing, Your Majesty, is relevant. Relevancy of the research to the development of the country and of the continent. We also want to make sure, and when we say relevancy, we're referring to the impact. And all the time we keep reminding ourselves that it's not enough to get the research done, get the publication done, get your promotion. No, we say let us take that ground all the way to the community, to town, and let the effect and impact of the research be felt in our communities. So we always say that let's go into the communities and look for the problems. Come to the bench in the lab and find solutions. We also say we need to keep our eyes on quality teaching and learning. And then we also focus on entrepreneurship training. Your Majesty, unemployment, the vein of unemployment is not just an African problem. It is a global canker, and we are all interested in that. So as we train the students, can we do it in such a way that in the event where they finish and the government sector is not able to absorb them, the private sector is not able to do that, can they themselves become employees and employ other people? So that is the focus. And then we also say one of the pillars we are interested in is community engagement. Because we can do all that I have mentioned. If we keep it in the university, we haven't done anything. So we need to engage the community. As I said, we go in there and look for the problems and come back and deal with them. And when we have done all these, we say our focus is number one, Your Majesty. It is to improve the quality of life of the people that we serve. Once we're able to do that, then we know our mandate has been done. Your Majesty, we are not able to do this all by ourselves, led by our Chancellor. We need partnerships. That is why we go out there and try to get partnerships, not just within the country, but also international partnerships. And that is why when we were talking earlier, as we speak, we have over 300 MOUs that we have done and been able to come into with international institutions. And Your Majesty, I'm going to repeat it, that I'm just waiting for the universities in Eswatini, and then we will move from there. I want to once again thank you very much. We have prepared very well for this royal tour of the university. It means so much to us and to our Chancellor. But as I did indicate, when you have had enough of the tour, we will end it there. But just it suffices to say, Your Majesty, that we are so delighted and humbled that you made time to come and see this university amongst all the places that you have been. I'm very sure that when the President of the Republic of Ghana he sees that I've received you, and the Chancellor also sees that we have received you very well. So please make sure you give us good report. They will be very, very happy because this university is their heartbeat. On that note, Your Royal Majesty, I don't want to talk too much, but to say we sincerely, on behalf of the leadership of the university, thank you. Your Majesty, on my right and on my left, and all the people behind, apart from the media, are all leadership and management team, together with some of our lecturers, some of your sons and daughters, student leaders, who all wanted to be part of this. It's a very busy week. We are having congregation, and let me thank you again for agreeing to grace the climax of our congregation tomorrow with your royal presence. very, very grateful, and we hope that so far you have enjoyed your stay and you will continue to do so. And it won't take us too long for His Royal Majesty and all of us to receive you into KNUST again, and also the Kingdom of the Ashanti. So and also to Ghana. So once again, let me say thank you very much for making time to come. Thank you. Oh, yes. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, Nana. Thank you.
This university, Science and Technology Pathway University, which is meant to transform the people of this country, to make them fully aware of what technology is all about. And as I mentioned earlier, today, now we need to understand technology so well, because technology is the actual backbone of everything now. Without technology, we can't move about in today's world. So it is therefore important that we train our young people so well, so that they manage this new technology. And of course, we look at all kinds of industries now, in manufacturing, ICT, whatever industry, requires that we understand technology so well. So to see a facility like this one, which was established by the Mswati, Asante, it's such something. See a facility like this one, which is able to, give the high level of education to all the students, those who are studying here. We are so happy to hear that not only the Ghanaians and the ones who are studying here, but also students from Africa, international, including our own students who are here. So we are very happy to see such a facility. Listen very carefully to your brief remarks about how we are conducting business here. I can see that it has a big future. The fact that you've got a number of memoranda of understanding all over the world in terms of sharing of technology, it's a very good thing. And of course, since we are also here now, building the contact with this university, when we get home, we will definitely work hard so that our university will also be part of those agreements. Our coming here also is a very important process. Eswatini has been mandated by all the SADC countries that we need to build a science and technology hub for all the SADC countries. So we were mandated with the SADC to actually follow up on those particular issues. So of course coming here is just to see also the structure, how we set it up, how we've done it. I can see it's a big university with a number of professors, from Harvard that is happening quite a lot, which I think for us is very, very good, because being here, we are really taking a lot of notes with our university. I can see it's one university that's well managed, very well, because thanks to us in person, staff, teams, work very tirelessly to make sure that this university becomes one of the beacons for Africa. So we can only wish this university to continue sending the good words to all the people of Africa. We want Africa to be a better place to be, to live in, so we left behind in the world, technology. We want all Africans to advance towards technology. When we build the African Union, we say we want the African Union with the better lifestyle. 2063 agenda Africa is one Africa where we expect that all African countries should have advanced towards in technology. And I can see that here we're already implementing those particular programs which will set ourselves as African countries. And I look forward to such a successful. And of course, we look forward to a cooperation with this university. Apart from the African Union, also bilateral in Ghana to Eswatini. So again, thanks for the hospitality.
Are you going downstairs? Are you going downstairs?
Yeah, I think so. Because
Sure.
it's almost done.
Yeah.
I think almost done. So
Are you going to use the taxi?
I've got issues with the steps.
So I'm going to take a lift. I'm going to take a lift.
Thank you very much.
Let's move back. Let's move back.
Have been through, you have seen this, because we are in the land of Kinti, which is very, very prominent in the history and story and the life of the Ashanti Kingdom. And again, on behalf of the university, I'm going to ask you to help me to indulge you a bit, because I'm going to go right onto your shoulder. Is that approved? So there you go.